I have a sneaky feeling that whatsoever the outcome of today's matches, this year Regional 4-Day Championship is heading to the CCJ. With the winners expected to receive over 50 million Guyanese dollars, and it appears that it's a matter of fraction of points that will separate first from second. I believe that the regional boards already have their persons tabulating every single points and going through every single match to see where they should have been awarded even a 0.2 of a points. It is going to be very interesting. One hopes that it doesn't reach there, but there's a lot of money at stake, and to lose a tournament by a fraction of a point, you are not going to take it unless you explore every avenue available to you. Hello everyone, welcome to the show on this Saturday morning. For the second time in 2 years, the West Indies Regional Championship is going down to the wire. Last year, it was between the Guyana Happy Eagles and the Leeward Island Volcanoes. The Leeward Island supporters are not going to be happy with my opinion on this one. I apologize. But I do not see any way the Leeward Islands is going to win this tournament again this year. There's no way they're going to chase down the total of over 400 set by the Leeward Islands. Despite they being 112 for 1 at the close of play, and have boost confidence among their supporters, they will be defeated today. If they are not careful, they will lose before lunch, if they are not careful. However, let's look at the points table. Going into this final round, the points tables were the Leeward Islands out in front on 90 points. Barbados Pride, they were second on 87.6 points. The Guyana Happy Eagle on 87.2 points. The Leeward Islands Hurricane on 84.8 points. Remember those total. Interestingly, Guyana Happy Eagle, who were on 87.2 points. Remember, 87.2 points. When you look at the update after they won yesterday match, you will now see that the Guyana Happy Eagle is on 103.8 points. Trinidad and Tobago, who also won yesterday, have now moved to 92 points. 92 points. That is very important. So Guyana Happy Eagle are on 103 points. At the start of the round, they were on 87.2 points. It therefore means that from their match against the combined colleges and campuses, they have gone at 16.6 points. 16.6 points, 12 for winning, and 4.6 points as a bonus. Now, Leeward Islands Hurricane, if they should get 16.6 points from their match, just like what Guyana got from their match, mark you, they are on 84.6. So if they get 16.6 points from their match, they will end up at 101.2. 101.2. Now, if Barbados Pride should get the same 16.6 points that Guyana Happy Eagle got from their match, Barbados Pride will end up on 104.2 points and will be champion. As I said, it's a mere fraction of a point. Now, the Leeward Islands, Volcanoes, who are on 90 points, if they should get 16.6 points from their matches, which is highly unlikely because of their low first innings total, they would end up on 106 points and will be the champion. But as I said, and I know that the Leeward Islands supporters will not like this. They probably come at me. But I'm analyzing and giving my opinion, my views, my perspective. If they get that 16.6 points as Guyana Happy Eagle got, and remember, as I said, Guyana Happy Eagle started this round on 87.2 points, and they now got 16.6 points. Now, we have seen in the past where Cricket West Indies issued this table, and a few days later, it has changed. We must make note of that. So it is going to be very interesting. And that is why I believe, I just have this sneaky feeling that the winner of this year Regional 4-Day Cricket Championship will be determined at the CCJ. It is too close to call. The only team of the four that came into this weekend series of matches without a realistic chance of winning is the Leeward Islands. Of the four, I still think that the Leeward Islands Hurricane have a good chance. I still think that the Barbados Pride have even a better chance, weather permitting, than the Leeward Islands Hurricane. Guyana Happy Eagle, to use a golf term, they are the leader in the clubhouse. So with 103.8 points and sitting in the clubhouse and watching the other two players out on the course, that is the Barbados Pride and the Leeward Hurricanes, and they are biting their finger. But I think that Guyana Happy Eagle are in really a very good position to win this year's tournament. Barbados Pride, in my opinion, is their biggest threat going into the final day. The Leeward Islands Hurricane, no doubt, have an outside chance, and they are going to win their match. I'm telling you, they are going to win their match against the Leeward Islands Volcano. Despite being 112 for 1, they are not going to get the runs. And I repeat, they are not going to get the runs. And if they are not careful, they will probably be bowled out even before lunch. That is my analytic position. Now, West Indies women beat Pakistan in the first ODI on Thursday morning. We welcome this victory. And again, it was an Ailey Matthews show. She made 140, her highest score in international cricket, beating the 131 that she made against Australia. Was it 131 or 132? But it was her highest international score. She then returned to take 3 wickets. I want to say that I've seen some improvement in the West Indies women team. Camber contributed with 40 hard. Thank you. There was just a little internet challenge there, and I'm so happy that we are back on. Now, the lower order, Sherman Camber, she made 40 but there were some good knocks down the lower order, were big knocks. I don't know the internet, if it goes out again and comes back in, because I certainly do not like this. But I want to congratulate the West Indies women team on beating Pakistan in the first ODI. The next match, the second match, starts tonight, 11:30 p.m. in Jamaica, 12:30 p.m. in the Eastern Caribbean. I watched the entire West Indies women innings. And at the innings break, I decided to take a short nap, hope that I will wake up back by at least 5 o'clock, and I would have done a live watch along. But by the time I woke, the match was already completed. So I cannot tell you much about the Pakistan innings. But what I can tell you, it was a brilliant innings again from Ailey Matthews, 140. There was one particular shot that she played off the leg spinner Tuba, which she hit it at the top of the bounce with a straight bat over extra cover for 6. It was a superb shot. The only shot in the West Indies innings that one could compare with Ailey Matthews' shot is the extra cover drive, the shot placed through the cover by Zayda James. The very first delivery Zayda James faced, she came on the front foot and stroked it so elegantly through the cover. It was a joy to behold. It reminded one of Jeffrey Dudgeon at his very best. However, I have seen signs of improvement in this team, not at the level that I would want them to be. So I want to give the coach a shout out. Sean Diaz, I think his name, from Australia, is the coach. When the team don't do well, we bash the coach. But when the team is doing well, we have to give the coach a shout out. Congratulations. And it's not only winning the match, but I really saw some very positive intent from the West Indies women batters. For although, except for Campbell and Matthews, no one got above 30. There were a lot of good contribution from Nation, Henry, Zayda James. Although Zayda James only made 8, it's 4 balls she faced for the 8. I think Chanel Henry made 23. She faced only 23 balls. So they were good batting. Hafley Fletcher was run out, unfortunately, but Alia Alain is the name I'm trying to remember. She also contributed. Not a lot of scores. She was also run out. She sacrificed her wicket for Matthews. She also run out. The thing is that they all score reasonably quickly, very close to 100, a strike rate of 100. That is Henry, Nation, Alia, and James, who scored at 200. So congratulations to the West Indies women team, and I do hope that we win the second match tonight. Now, as I said, it is going to be a very, very interesting day in the tournament. I really appreciate you being here. I have something else to say about a comment I saw somewhere else yesterday. But before that, I will take your comments. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Gerald Mead is saying, for too long, Cricket West Indies has focused exclusively on players' physical fitness and the player's skill set. So I'm trying to interpret it, Gerard Mead, the legend. And Gerard Mead, thank you for your contribution. Gerard Mead made a contribution to the Cricket Forum last week, and we appreciate that contribution, Gerard Mead. Thank you very much. But I'm trying to understand what you're saying here now is that, but I think that's what needs to be focused on, the skill set of the player and their physical fitness. I don't know if you leave out a word, or you're probably talking about the monetary factor that the cricketers are not being paid well, because even in that case, except for England, Australia, and India, what West Indies pays its cricketers is very competitive. I don't quite know if you leave out a word or it's down the money part you were going, that they probably need to compensate the players more. But I think, in my opinion, Cricket West Indies is compensating its cricketers well. Thank you for your comment, Gerald. Gerald, how did you arrive at your conclusion that exclusively CWI focus on fitness and skill set? Okay, so Richard Eastman there is asking a question, which is very good. It would be a great chase if they achieve such a feat. I wish them the best. I hope they make a good go at the target. I look forward to an entertaining game. Frank Kwamine, it would indeed be an entertaining game. And wouldn't we love to see the Leeward Islands chasing down that total? It would be a joy to watch if they were to chase down that total. But I am not betting on it. I think that the Leeward Islands are going to win. But it would be a splendid day of cricket. No doubt about it. It would be an enjoyable day of cricket if the Leeward Islands were able to chase down that total. But I just do not see it happening. Yes, I really think that Guyana is in the best position, for rain have hampered Barbados' pride chances of really having the match completed. And Barbados Pride will be really hoping today that they get a good day, because I still think that Barbados Pride can win that match. They're playing against the West Indies Academy, not the CCC. Sorry, I think they're playing against the West Indies Academy. They would have played the CCC while they were in Jamaica. This Berbice Bantu didn't think Guyana will receive enough batting points to win the championship, West Indies 2024. Well, you know, at the start of the tournament, Guyana really missed the break. You know, in horse racing term, when you came out of the gate and you came out of the game slowly, you do not react to the start as quickly as the other horses. Guyana missed the break. And with 5 furlongs to go, they were at the back of the pack. But however, they came through the field, and switching from horse racing term to a golf term, they are the leader in the clubhouse. Frank Kwamine is saying, I think the odds are against the Leeward Islands, but I'm really interested to see the players making a good go at it. True, I agree with that. It would be lovely, as I said. Experience will be beneficial to them for the future. How can anyone in their right mind of 3 gaffers, Tej Narayan Chandapal, Matthew Nandu, and Tevin Imlak in the first 3 spot in the lineup and expect full batting points? Well, that's a question that, you know, I think you said that you are from Berbice, and I think that some persons still see Guyana as Berbice. I don't want to get political here, but maybe that's a question for you to answer. Pernell Christie, good morning. Good morning, Cricket Forum. Good morning, Pernell Christie. How are you? Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning, Mrs. Cricket Forum. Welcome to have you here. Good to have you. Good to have you here. Frank Comine is saying, good morning, sir. I am on the train in London and kind of lost my manners. That's okay. It's good to know, and I hope other persons on the train is listening. You should share the community with them. Good to know that you are on the train listening. What a joy, what a joy. I guess you are heading home at this time. Well, it's now just after 2 in England, so you may be going out for a good evening. It is troubling that this is Lyndon Ballas. It's troubling that the West Indies women cricket team seems to have only 1 player of any substance. That is of great concern, Lyndon Ballas. There's no doubt about that. She's class. And to show you the class of Ailey Matthews, a question come to me yesterday. Is Ailey Matthews doing a greater job than George Headley used to do in the early part of the 20th century? Is Ailey Matthews' performance better than George Headley performances? in carrying the West Indies team. I also want to make the point, Linden Ballers, that Ailey Matthews, Wisden, many persons consider them the Bible of cricket. Wisden, in its judgment, think that Ailey Matthews is the best T20 cricketer in the world. Not best female T20 cricketer, but the best T20 cricketer in the world that includes men and women. That's what Wisden think. So in Ailey Matthews, we have a world-class cricketer who I think have won 9 consecutive internationals player of the match. And we must be happy that we have such a cricketer. If in the estimation of Wisden, no other T20 cricketer in the world can match up to Ailey Matthews, equitable of course. She's not as good as the men, but equitable. And I think that's what Wisden was talking about. If she's better than all the other women cricketers in the world, we should be grateful. And I got the point that you are making, that we seem to have a one-player team. But the fact is that Ailey Matthews is so good that it would be almost impossible for the West Indies to have another woman player as good as Ailey Matthews at this time. What I can tell you though, from the team that I saw in Australia playing those 3 ODI matches, and the team that I saw against Pakistan, and you would say that Pakistan is probably not as good as Australia, but what I saw from the West Indies women, especially in their batting, I never saw their fielding, is an improvement on what there was in Australia. So while we are struggling for other quality players, I think that I have seen an incremental improvement in the team, and I want to big up Sean Diaz. Good morning, Donald Popo. Thank you, Robert. Anthony Ross, good that you are here. Pernell Christie, I had made a comment earlier in the week when I said that McCaskey was potentially ahead of Mikel Lewis in the high of the West Indies selectors. But Lewis, or if you want to call him Louis, sealed the spot in this game, truly. I believe so too, Pernell Christie. I genuinely think that Mikel Lewis at this stage have sealed his place to England. And I saw all the comments of persons saying that he should play in the A team first. And I always say you pick a player when they are in form. Because the A team thing is a myth. If Imlak, the Guyanese captain, went to Bangladesh as a part of the West Indies A team, he was dropped from the A team. He went to Bangladesh as a part of, not Bangladesh, Bangladesh first and was dropped. Later, he went to South Africa as a part of the West Indies A team. Again, he was dropped because of poor performance. However, he was taken to Australia as a part of the West Indies senior test team. So some persons want to position the point that you have to perform at the A team first before you are selected for the West Indies team. Well, check Tevin Imlak's score for the West Indies A team. Pernell Christie, I definitely think that he should be a part of the West Indies squad going to England. Good morning, SO. Well, thank you, Mrs. Brown. I appreciate you doing your moderating work. Louis should be a West Indies opener, say SO. Now, yesterday, I want to make a comment here, and I hope it doesn't come across in the wrong way. Yesterday, I saw a comment from an individual. I will not call his name, he did not make a comment on this platform, so I will not call his name. But why I'm referring to the comment now, I think it was unfortunate, it was unwarranted, and I found it very, very disturbing. The person said that Cricket West Indies should dissolve the Jamaica Cricket Board. It's the Jamaica Cricket Association, but he used board because clearly he was not up to date with the information. So he was saying that Cricket West Indies should dissolve the Jamaica Cricket Association. Now, as a Jamaican, I am utterly disappointed with the performance of the Jamaica cricket team in this year's regional 4-day tournament. No doubt about it. It cut deep in my tummy, and I'm hurting by the performance of the Jamaica cricket team. But when I saw that comment, I have to ask the person, how is your comment differ from when Ricky Ponting of Australia, Chopra from India, A.B. de Villiers from South Africa? How is that comment different from when those persons are saying that West Indies should not be playing Test cricket? How is that comment different? I honestly do not see the difference. I look back and I said that last year, 2023, the Jamaica under-19 team won both regional under-19 tournament. This year, our women won both women tournament. I never heard anyone calling for some teams who were clearly underprepared. There's a player that played in the regional 50-over tournament and the T20 tournament for women, who said that it was a mere weeks before the tournament that our regional board was running around trying to get players to play in the tournament. I saw players in that tournament from one team in particular that they were grossly overweight and unfit. And I never heard anyone calling for that cricket board to be dissolved. Now, one of the things that I look at, and this is not cricket, but I look at it, because the comment disturbed me. It disturbed me when someone, because Jamaica finished at the bottom of the table, a West Indian supporter is calling for the Jamaica Cricket Association to be dissolved. It disturbed me. I think the comment was unwarranted, and it was very disappointing, and it was unfortunate. I have made this point before, and I hope that it is seen in the right light, because I do not mean anything negative here. But I just want to make the point, because the person said that the JCA should be dissolved, Cricket West Indies should dissolve. Right now in Jamaican high school, there are over 100 students from other countries in the region, in CARICOM, that are benefiting directly from our track and field program at the expense of Jamaican taxpayers. We welcome them. At no time we have ever heard anyone saying we should turn them back. At no time, although Jamaica won all the gold medals on the final day of this year's Carifta Championship, yes, all the gold medals on the final day. It was a 3-day competition, but on the final day, Jamaica won all the gold medals. Jamaica continues to participate in the Carifta Games for the benefit of all the other countries. Should Jamaica say it's a waste of time to participate in the Carifta? No, we will continue to participate in the Carifta so that the other countries who are not performing so well, who are not winning any medals, will continue to benefit from the experience of having an elite Jamaica track and field team in that tournament. I know this is a cricket channel, but it is just because the gentleman said that we should dissolve the Jamaica Cricket Association. We are not calling for the dissolvement of those athletic associations who cannot win a medal at Carifta. We are not. In fact, Jamaica is doing its very best to improve the standard of track and field in the region. How many gold medals were won by individuals from other countries at the Carifta game who attend school in Jamaica? A large proportion of those gold medals, apart from what Jamaica had won, were won by students who attend school in Jamaica. I'm not going to call the person name, but we do not need to go down that road because a team is performing badly. To me, I do not see the difference when one called for the dissolvement of the Jamaica Cricket Association from when those other persons are calling for the West Indies to be banned from Test cricket. Please, let us leave those things out the window. Don't take them with you. What is the agenda for someone to say that? Now, I have a few comments leave here, so let me just check on these comments. In relation, Sir Carlton, do you think there should be spinners going to England? I'm just check Sir Carlton. Pernell Christie is saying, Sir Carlton, who do you think should be the spinners going to England? Would you even pick a specialist spinner? Or would you play four seamers and utilize the service of either Sinclair or Chase? At Pernell Christie, we're going to pick our England squad very shortly in the next 2 to 3 weeks. So I really do not want to give any prelude to what my thought process are. But I must say that spinner or spinners will be in my squad. In relation to the JCA comment, that person is not a fan of West Indies cricket. No, to be honest, Pernell Christie is a very strong supporter of West Indies cricket. And he's a very popular person on this channel and in this community. And I'm happy to have persons like those in the community. And I welcome him for his comments generally. There are times when we disagree, but he is a fan of West Indies cricket, but I just think the comment was unfortunate. Because if there were, he or she would never be calling for the exclusion of one of the pillars nation in West Indies cricket. Very good point. Hi, Brownie. What's up, young man? Good, thank you. Good to be here. Jamaica is just going through a rebuilding phase in cricket. What should be advised is a feasibility study to see what can be done to elevate the amazing youth talent to the senior team. Good point here, Pernell Christie. I love that point. DC, Jamaica will be, I don't understand, Houston, South Africa before the World Cup. So let me hear you take on that. Jamaica will be hosting South Africa. Okay, Jamaica will be hosting South Africa before the World Cup. So let me hear your take on that. We are going to do those shows, but we're doing one thing at a time. Let us just wrap up the regional 4-day tournament. West Indies is also playing in a women's series in Pakistan, and we must give them the attention they deserve also. But as soon as the women's series is wrapped up, we also have an 18 tour of Nepal even before the South Africa series come around. So we do not generally jump over things. We do them and give the persons the attention because we are a West fan channel, and we're going to continue to support whichever West Indies team is playing. We bash them, of course, sometimes. There are sometimes we don't like what they are doing, just like how sometimes we don't appreciate the things that our children do, our partners do, our loved ones do. It doesn't mean that we don't still love them, but we have to say this is the situation. So we bash them, of course. We talk about them, of course. We criticize them, but we still love them and we still support West Indies. But we are going to delve into the South Africa series, and especially that it is playing in Jamaica. I will be covering it extensively live from Sabina Park. I bet you. That is the hurdle, but it can be fixed. I think we need to have an under-23 tournament regionally that can help to keep players interested and confident. Pernell Christie, as you raised that point, I said in my last video that I believe, and this is my opinion, that the West Indies Academy and the combined colleges and campuses shouldn't be in the regional 4-day tournament. I do not have an issue with them playing in the 50-over tournament, in the Super 50. And if the T20 tournament comes around, I still do not have an issue with them playing in that tournament either. I just think with them playing in the regional 4-day tournament is asking them too much. I think that the money that is used to have these two teams in the regional 4-day tournament, it would be best used, or it could be diverted to set up a under-23 tournament similar to the under-19 tournament of all 6 regional teams gathered in the same nation, and they played first a 50-over tournament followed by a 3-day tournament. That would be my suggestion instead of having both of them at the regional first-class level. I don't think it is value for money at this time. Robert and Ross, I think it was a foolish comment to suggest the dissolution of the JCA. Jamaica's contributed so many talented players to the success of West Indies cricket that West Indies cricket has over the years. Well said, Robert Anthony. I'm not going to use the word foolish because I try not to use strong words. That's why I say unfortunate and disappointed. But again, you have the right to express yourself. Jamaica's performance was disappointing. Yes, it was disappointing and I'm hurting by it. But they still weren't the worst team in the competition. Those comments might be because they expect a high level of performance from Jamaica all the time. The Sports Perspective TV, welcome to your show. Welcome to the show, and I subscribed to your channel the other day. But that's a good point you're making. But having read the comment and was live in the comments, I didn't interpret it as that. But again, I may have interpreted wrongly. Jamaica has produced some of the best West Indies players, so the team performance will always be evaluated against that. I want to thank all of you for tuning in. It was a pleasure communicating with you. But I finish the way I start. I have a sneaky feeling that despite the result of today's matches in the regional 4-day tournament, this year's competition, with over 50 million Guyanese dollars going to the winner, it may well be decided at the CCJ. Have a great day, everyone. Take care of yourself. Take care of your loved ones. See you tomorrow morning when I pick the World Cup squad for the World Cup. Bye for now.